Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Before I get into today's video, I just wanted to say thank you, like a really genuine thank you to anyone who has watched one of my videos, liked, commented, subscribed. Yeah, it has been so nice to see. So I only started making videos in January about my budgeting journey and my debt payoff journey, and I have just felt completely welcomed by anyone who has commented on one of my videos. All the comments are very supportive. Some people are giving fantastic advice. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of say thank you to anyone who has done that. And if you are interested in this kind of content, please subscribe. I would love to have, more people join in and supporting. The other thing I'll just mention is when I first started this channel in January, I think one of my big motivators behind that was being held accountable for my debt payoff and being held accountable for my finances. And while I do kind of feel accountable to myself in posting these videos, kind of something that surprised me is just how motivating it has been to post these videos. I'm so motivated to sit here and fill out my spreadsheets and see what progress I've made. And also watching everyone else's videos has been so motivating. So yes, I am really, I'm gonna say loving this journal. Like, I'm not happy that I'm on a journey of debt payoff, but this is where we're at, and yeah, I'm enjoying the process so far. So saying all that, thank you. Today's video is a bit of an update on my 2023 annual financial goals. So I have previously done a video on my goals. I might link it at the top in case you're interested in going back and watching that. And I'm kind of hoping to do check-ins every month so I can see if I'm on track to meet those goals, if I'm not on track, if there's certain goals that are on track and I can, hold back on a little bit, or if there's certain goals that are not on track at all, I need to actually focus a bit more on them. So that's what I will be talking through today. So in my spreadsheet, I have some goals related to extra income, debt, and savings. So first of all, for extra income, this year my goal was to make $6,000 of extra income. In January, I brought in only $100 of extra income, which is okay. That $100 came from online surveys. So the survey company that I use is called Octopus Surveys. It's great, but it's just, there's not many there. I find with Octopus Surveys, they often have none for maybe 2 weeks, and then they'll give you a really good paying survey of $5, $10. So it does take a while to build up an amount. And that $100 was the first amount I was able to cash out after being on that platform for I think 3 or 4 months. So it's great. Happy that I was able to make some money, but it's not a lot. And yeah, I think this is okay for this goal because I am in the process of kind of starting up my own kind of side hustle business for a therapy practice. So that's kind of where I think my extra income will mainly come from. So right now, any small amount I'm happy with. But that $100 of extra income, that means towards my goal, I'm only 1.67% of the way there. So yes, I do need to definitely boost that up. Moving down to debt. So my first debt was my business debt, and I was hoping to pay that off completely. So this is the complete payoff amount here. In January, I was able to put $809.97 towards it, which means I'm 17.86% of the way towards that goal. So that is fantastic. My first credit card, I was hoping just to make the minimum payments on, which are around $100 a month. In January, I was able to put $104.44, which means I'm 8.7% of the way there, which is exactly on track. Credit card number 2, I was also hoping just to make the minimum payments on. This credit card is about $115 a month for minimum payments. And in January, I ended up putting a little bit over, so $123.14, which you can see is 8.92% of the way there. So once again, on track for where we should be after month 1. Credit card 3, this is kind of really my stretch goal for this year. So this is the one I'm not sure if I'll be able to meet in terms of my debt. So I was hoping to be able to pay off this credit card entirely. So to do that, I need more than this, but I have put here down the balance of my credit card, what it was on the 1st of January. which was $8,736.79. However, obviously I will have to put more to this if I do want to pay it off, just because, you know, interest is going to be accruing over all the months. But we don't know what that's going to be, so it's hard to kind of predict how much interest I would pay. So I've just put the balance there, and then we'll see how we go. In January, towards this credit card, I was able to put $277.90, which means I'm 3.18% of the way towards achieving that goal. Obviously, I'm not on track, because I believe to be on track, you need to be around like the 8.4, 8.5% mark at the end of the first month. However, kind of my strategy that I'm using for this is putting all of my money, extra money, initially towards my business debt, and then once that is gone, I will then move on to this credit card and be throwing extra money towards that. So I'm not too worried that I'm not currently meeting the 8.5% that I'm meant to be, because the business debt I've put extra money into. I'm over 17% of the way towards that goal. My next debt is my personal loan, and for this I'm just wanting to put the minimum towards that. So in January I did that. It was $641.70, and as you can see, that's 11.54% towards my goal, and that is over the 8.5-ish that you're meant to be, just because there was 3 pays that came out in January, and I do get that taken out every single payday. And then my last debt goal for the year was my family loan. I was hoping to put $1,300 towards that. So far I've put 0, because I'm not currently, there's no minimum payment on that, and I would rather kind of really hyper focus on one debt getting paid off before then stretching myself to pay other debts, such as this family loan. So that obviously means I'm 0% of the way there. In total for debt, in January, I was able to contribute $1,957.15 towards debt. That does not necessarily mean that all was paid off, because obviously interest also was accruing as well. But that's the amount I was actually able to put towards the debt. And that means for progress for debt, I'm 8.62% of the way towards my annual goal. So yeah, I think for debt, I'm on track where I want to be, which is fantastic. Moving down to savings though, this is where things get a bit not as exciting, because for me at the beginning of this year, I just really need to get that business debt paid off, because I feel like then I'm going to be able to be earning more money from that business once it starts up. So I have decided kind of not to work on my savings goals until that business debt is gone. Once that business debt is gone, then I will shuffle things around and maybe work on some of these savings goals and the credit cards at the same time. But for now, I haven't been putting any money towards savings at all. So I do have an emergency fund goal of $3,000, as you can see. However, I put nothing towards it, so we've made no progress. Same as my new phone goal of $2,000. I've put nothing towards that. So that means for savings, obviously we've put nothing towards our savings goals yet. Hopefully we'll be able to, I think, start maybe in May or June and then really focus on those then. So overall, in our last little table here, this kind of tells us overall in terms of putting money towards debt. So putting money towards our goals. So that includes both debt and savings. We had put $1,957.15 in January. Our goal amount that we want to put towards everything is $27,712.16. That's a big chunk of money, which means left to go for the year, we need to put $25,755.01. And in terms of progress, we are sitting at 7.06% towards our goals, which you can also see in this graph. So this is a little pie chart. So yeah, 7.06% is completed and 93% to go. So if we're looking at that in terms of monthly progress, we are meant to be more around that 8.4, 8.5% mark. So I am behind on where I would like to be. However, I'm not disappointed by that. Currently, I'm just excited to be making progress. So for me, I feel like January was still a great month. Our debt progress is on track. Hopefully savings will pick up, particularly when I'm able to earn extra income from that new business. So that's kind of an update on my financial goals. if you want to let me know how you're doing your goals for this year, I would love to know. Please comment down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video, which will be kind of a net worth update. Thank you. Bye.